Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi and today we are going to see a function that is called as transpose, right? So basically in this array manipulation only we are going to see a function and the name for that function is transpose. So basically what this function does, it interchanges the value for rows and columns. Now how does this do the things? Let's go and see all these things in a very detail. But before that let's go to the one note and here just let me write a heading, and the heading for today is transpose. So before that I would just let you know about the syntax of transpose, that basically what is the syntax, and then we will proceed on. Fine. So this is like transpose. Now let's start with the syntax, and for syntax what I need to do is that for syntax I need to write numpy dot transpose. I would use numpy dot transpose, and here in the bracket I will use my array, that is like array name. What is my array name? And other than that I would use one more parameter, that is access. Okay, so by default this access is equal to 1, but like it depends on the rows and columns. Now about this access we will not be discussing today. I would only be taking about the transpose today. For this access we will discuss in the next video, where I will just tell you about the one more function, that is sub access. So there only we can just have a overview about this access parameter also, right? So today we are just going to discuss about the transpose. Fine. So that is numpy dot transpose, and this is the basic syntax that how we do that. So let's move towards our Python PyCharm, and let's start writing the code for today. Fine. So before writing, like before using any writing any code, before that what we need to do is that we need to import our numpy library, because we are just learning all of the codes in the numpy. So for that what we will be needing, we will be needing the use of numpy library. So for that I would write import numpy as np. So basically import numpy as np. What does this mean? This means that I am importing my numpy library and making it a short form as np. So in place of this numpy I can use np anywhere, right? This is the way. Let's say if I write help, now let's check that does this help function work for transpose or not, right? So I would write help np dot transpose, right? And let's run this once, and let's see that does it give error or okay. So for this also it is giving error. So basically as I told that there are some functions for which this does not work, so like no need to worry for that, and let's move on, move forward. Fine. So here what I am doing, I am doing taking a variable that is a. Now here I am writing a function that is np.arange, and where's my a? Okay, so here I am using a variable that is a, and in that I'm writing np.arange, and let's say I want to give some range. I just give a range 1 to 11. Fine. And what I would do, I would even use a function that is reshape, and this I would use reshape 5 comma 2, right? Because here between 1 and 10 what I have total 10 elements, right? So in basically in this reshape I have given 5 comma 10. Now about this reshape function I have already told in my tutorial 10, right? So you can just go and have a look there, that like how does the reshape function work. So today I'm not going to just explain all these things here, because otherwise it will take a lot of time. Fine. So if I just want to print print my array that is a. Fine. So if I just want to print that, what I would do, I would run, and after running just see. So this is my array which I am getting after reshaping. So my like what I have given, that np.arange 1 comma 11. So it is starting from 1 and ending at 10. Fine. Other than that what I have a reshape. I have reshaped that using 5 comma 2. So basically I have made it in a 2 dimension. Okay, so this is the way how we do that. So now just let me comment this, and now here like if I just want to check that what is the shape for a. Okay, I would write print, and here I would write a dot shape. I want to check that what is the shape for my numpy library which I like array which I have used. So this is 5 comma 2. Now just keep this thing in mind, and after using the transpose function we would again check the shape. Fine. So let's say I would write print, and in bracket I will write np dot transpose, and in bracket I would pass the variable that is a. Now just let me comment this thing also. Fine. Now let's quickly run this. See, after transposing what I am getting 5 columns and 2 rows, right? But when I just like found out the shape was 5 comma 2. That was 5 rows and 2 columns. And when this is transposed, what I am getting? I am getting 2 rows and 5 columns. Fine. So this is the way basically how we use transpose function. So what does it do? It just transposes, like let's say I have a dimension of 4 comma 2. So when I would just transpose that, I would be getting 4 comma 2. So in the first case, what was that? It was 2 comma 4. That is, I was having 2 rows and 4 columns, right? And in the second, when I just transpose that, so what I would be having? I would having 4 rows and 2 columns. So this is how this thing works. So basically what happens, the interchanging happens here. Fine. So this is how this transpose function works. And now if I just want to check the shape also, that what is the shape for this, so I would write SHAPE and I would put these brackets. Now when I would run my program, so okay, tuple object is not callable. Okay, fine. So okay, fine. Just let me remove this brackets. I need not to put that bracket. Fine. Okay, so now what output I am getting? I am getting 2 comma 5. That means I am getting 2 rows and 5 columns. Fine. So this is the case that like this is the way how we just transpose the arrays. Fine. This was about the 2D array. Now let's move further and let's see the case for the 3D arrays also. Now just mind my words. I am saying 3D array. Fine. So for that let's take a variable that is b and I would write np dot. I would use my arange function and inside that arange I would use 1 comma 25. Fine, so this is my np dot arange and I have used you can say 1 comma 25. So basically this would consist of 24 numbers, right? Now what I would do, I would write dot, I would write reshape. Fine. Okay, let me write the correct spelling. I would use my reshape function and here I should give it as 2 comma 3 comma 4. So as I told you that whatever the arrange, like whatever numbers you are going to give inside this arrange function, your reshape should be like something like that, because here I am giving that here in this arrange I have 24 numbers, right? So in this reshape also what I should have, I have 4 into 3 that is 12 and 12 into 2 that is 24. Fine. So here the things are like that. Now if I just want to print this, so after printing this B, what I would get one of my 3D array. So just let's have a look. So basically, right. So this is my 3D array, right? So this is how our 3D array looks. Fine. So now if I just want to transpose the 3D array, what I would do, I would write print and in bracket. Okay, let's first check that what is the shape for this array. Fine. So I would write print and b dot shape. So as soon as I would run this, so I'm getting the output that the shape for you is 2 comma 3 comma 4. Right. So this is the shape for my array, that is a 3-dimension array. The shape is 2 comma 3 comma 4. Fine. Now if I just want to transpose this, so for transposing what I would use, I would write print. Inside this print statement, I would write np dot transpose. Now np dot transpose, basically transpose is my function for which we are just like studying this. So I have write np dot transfer, inside bracket I would get that variable, like that array name which I just want to transfer, right? So I just want to transpose this b1. So for that I have written print np dot transfer, in bracket I have given b. Fine. And if even I want to, okay, let's not go into that. Let's firstly run this one and after that we would check the you can say okay, let me check the shape. Fine, let me go this side and okay, fine. So from here my array starts and basically this is my you can say transpose of my array. So basically in the starting what I was having 2 comma 3 comma 4. Fine, I was having 2 comma 3 comma 4. Now what I would be having 4 comma 3 comma 2. Let's have a quick look over all of these things which I was just telling. So just let me copy this one. Now let me paste it here and after that I would even add dot shape and fine, right? And just let me comment this one. Fine. And now when I am going to run this one, just have a look at what output I am getting here. So tuple, okay, fine. I again put these brackets. I'm so sorry for that. And now let's once run it once more. And after running, just have a look at what I am getting. So see, what I am getting here, I am getting that first your shape was 2 comma 3 comma 4, but now your shape is 4 comma 3 comma 2. So basically this is how this transpose function works, right? So I have just told you about the transpose function from 2D arrays, from 3D arrays. Now what about 1D arrays? For 1D arrays, if you just want to have a program, so let's quickly write one program for 1D arrays. But what happened in 1D arrays, that like you can say in 1D arrays the transpose functions do not work. Either they do not give any error or something like that, but they do not do any change. Fine, I want to just print my A, that what, like I have my one dimensional array. Let's check that. Okay, fine. So this is my one dimensional array, right? Now, if I just want to transpose this array, fine. So what I would do, I would write print, I would write np dot, I would write transpose, and in bracket I would write A. Fine. So as soon as I will run my program, I would not get any difference in both of these. See, the output for both of these are same, right? Because this is one dimensional array. So basically here nothing can be altered, or you can say nothing can be changed, right? So this was about a transpose function, in which we have studied about the two-dimensional, three-dimensional, and one-dimensional arrays, in which we have seen that how basically this transpose function works. Fine, and we were having one more parameter in this transpose function, and as parameter was x. So we'll be seeing that parameter, that is x, in the next video. So I hope you just got all the points about like today's video, that whatever we have discussed about the transpose in 2D, 3D and 1D. So if you have any doubts, you can just rewatch the videos, or you can just like ask your doubts in the comment box. Fine. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and bye bye.